Well, hi there folks. Now if you were lucky you may have seen the maiden of my Ranger 1600 a couple of weeks ago. Went extremely well, and as I mentioned in that, the idea is to use it for FPV flying, or the intention at some point coming very soon will be to use it for FPV flying. Just thought I'd show you my installation of speedybee F405 wing flight controller, and for the first time ever my ELRS, extra long range, I'm not sure what the S stands for. So here we go. Well, first off, the Ranger does come with a shelf in there, and there's masses of space in here, but the space wouldn't create easy access for a flight controller. So what I did was extended it so that it came out further. As you can see, probably came out that much further, which has enabled me to make a better install and secure the leads from the speedybee flight controller. So what have we got here? Obviously we've got the USB plug-in where you do your programming. That's to connect the LiPo, and in this case my test flight was with 2100 milliamp 3S, which goes nicely in there, and you've got masses of space for more, for a larger battery, and in fact it was very battery efficient in the flight, so I'm sure I'm going to be able to get a good 15 minutes flight time out of this, and with a bigger LiPo 20 minutes plus. You'll note a little note on there. That's because this model's on INAV 8 and I've got others on INAV 7, and they're not interchangeable when you plug in. So at the same time you'll probably notice this weird little antenna there. That is the ELRS antenna. Didn't want to hard mount it, so I made a little rubber mount there, a little rubber block, and it just pokes into that, so if it gets knocked it will just fall out. And the actual, you can't even see it, it's so tiny, postage stamp size. The actual ELRS transmitter, which is about the size of my thumbnail, is just taped on the inside there. So that's a nice clean installation there, and that is my model finder. And if you saw one of my videos a couple of weeks ago, very nearly lost, I think it was the Sky Surfer, and thankfully a dog walker heard a beeping of this and I discovered it. But I've gone off track there. What else to say? This is a plastic shell on the Ranger, so reluctantly I had to drill some holes. That's the GPS for the flight controller, and obviously I had to drill a hole for that, and that's where those holes there were where the original FSI 6 antennas came out, because that was mounted there. But the ELRS receiver takes up no space whatsoever, plus obviously has a longer range. So that's about all there is to say about this. As far as modes, I have struggled long and hard to decide what particular modes I'm going to use with this for its maiden with ELRS.
Welcome to HTX.
Throttle warning, yes, there you go, I like it. First radio I've ever had that actually talks to you. Now you may have seen in my other video too that Caroline Tyler of the Caroline Tyler RC channel, very good channel, I'll link it at the end, kindly gifted me a spare Radio Master Crush ELRS transmitter that she had. So that's what I'm using with it. Now my setup is, arming is on A. Fortunately this has got 2 3-position switches, which is very handy compared to my FlySky. Auto launch is on that switch there, first position, and then I've got altitude hold on the 3rd position. And on this one, that first position is off, 2nd position is loiter, and 3rd position is return to home. And on this one, single click switch, is horizon mode. So I'm all set up now to fly it. Did think about auto tune, auto trim, there are just so many INAV modes, but I want to try and keep it as simple as possible. So I think this is going to do it. And incidentally, because it's so complicated, well, I find it complicated in my aging, I tend to stick on a bit of masking tape here with notes about what I've got here. A, arm, B, auto launch, and so on. So I know it looks a bit odd. So that's the setup of the flight controller, ELRS, and my transmitter. Last but not least, let me show you my digital FPV setup, recent acquisition. My Cadix Ascent Light goggles, and as you can see I've added some foam here. It was suggested they're not very comfortable now, and I've added a head strap and the tiny little VTX Lite transmitter. I've got a little mount there. Andrew Newton kindly shared his 3D printing file, so I got a friend to 3D print this little mount for me, and this actually comes with the Ranger as a mount for a camera, polystyrene. So I've got that secured onto there, and the way I've got it set up, I can just plug it in to the speedybee using these 4-way connectors that do look exactly like the balance plugs on 3S LiPos, which has been a problem because I've used these before and accidentally plugged in the balance plug in one of these and destroyed part of a speedybee board. But I can plug it in and remove and put it in another plane if I want. Plus, I've actually got a 5-volt BEC on that because this will run on 3 to 12.6 volts. Of course, if you're running it on 12.6 volts, it has to dissipate that heat. So the BEC actually helps keep it a little bit cooler. The other thing I've done is, you will see here, there's a tiny little on-off switch so that I can actually set it all up, plugged in, wait for my 6+ satellites. Once I've actually got everything ready to go, I can turn on the transmitter there, so it's not sitting there getting hot, and it'd be ready to go. So that's that. Obviously for the Maiden, that's not going to be on. I will just put on the supplied cockpit cover, but once I'm happy everything's okay, then the next test will be to put this on and give it a proper flight test with digital FPV. Must say I'm looking forward to it, very excited by this. Great plane, lovely Maiden. I'll link the Maiden at the end, and hopefully it's all going to go well. Well, that was going to be the end of the video, but just as the video was rendering, there was a knock on the door, and it was the Royal Mail with a rather large parcel for me. This one here. So what is it, you might ask? Well, that's going to be a surprise, but I'll give you a clue. I've actually got another speedybee board here, the ELRS, and the plan is to install that in the contents of the box. So I'll have 2 FPV ELRS planes. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'll give you a clue. It's a twin, big wingspan, should be nice and slow and easy to fly, and it's an RC plane that's been around for a long time. So that's going to be my next job, assembling that, and hopefully video coming soon of that. I don't know if I'm going to do an assembly video. I might do an unboxing, and hopefully at some point you're going to see that one all set up. So this is the real end of the video. That was a nice surprise, that knock on the door. If you've enjoyed this, please give it a like, and if you want to see what's in the box, hit the old subscribe button. But that's all for now. Exciting times ahead. Thanks for watching. Hopefully catch you all again soon with some exciting developments. Bye for now.